What's going on, guys? Rob here, and today we're taking a look at Kre-O Transformers Battle Changers Ratchet versus Soundwave, or specifically Autobot Ratchet versus Soundwave. But right now, there is a fly flying around my head. He got into my apartment somehow, and I'm about to lose my mind. Anyway, on to the review. Here is the set itself. As you can see, it's a 2-pack, very much like the Optimus Prime versus Megatron, but this time it's, of course, Ratchet versus Soundwave. So checking out the back, you can see these guys do in fact transform. They're very basic transformations. And they're based on the bodies, or the Kre-O bodies, pretty much. So you can see we have Ratchet is a lumpy ambulance of sorts, which is, that's fine. Hopefully it'll be okay in person. It looks a little weird from here. And of course, Soundwave is a like a kind of a stealth jet thing, sort of, kind of, a little bit. Based mostly, it seems, on his Cybertron. Is that the one where he was the stealth jet? I'm gonna say Cybertron. It could be Armada, but one of those, the Unicron trilogy sort of things. That's where Soundwave had that alt mode. But yeah, it's kind of based on that. And as you can see, the 2-pack comes with Ravage, Laserbeak, and of course Rumble and Frenzy, which appear to attach in various spots on his vehicle mode, which is actually pretty cool. So I am interested. I think it attaches. Let's look. I don't know if that's. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. So, anywhoots, we're gonna go ahead and kind of figure that all out as we put it together. Well, as I put it together, and I'll let you know afterwards. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys shortly. Alright, guys, it is Ratchet versus Soundwave. And as you can see, there is quite a difference here in the size of their alt modes. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Well, one is, Ratchet here, I keep wanting to call him Ironhide, which I guess, is kind of the truth, but still at the same time not. But Ratchet, folds in over himself in vehicle mode, whereas Soundwave here just kind of stretches out. And then, of course, Soundwave has all of his minions attached to him, which we will get to shortly. But I'm going to put Soundwave off to the side for right now, and we are going to focus on Ratchet here a little bit. So, as you can see, Ratchet is a very derpy-looking ambulance. It's very hard to get the windshield, which is what that's supposed to be. It's very difficult to get that lined up and then stay lined up. Also, it's a bit silly that they put, they have these smoky clear bricks, and then you just put this like solid sticker over it. So kind of silly. So I may even just I don't think I could rip the stickers off at this point, but I could just turn the bricks around to kind of make it less derpy looking. Anyway, this is easily, I think, the worst looking of the vehicle modes that I've dealt with so far, and it's not it's not unusable, I guess is the word I'm gonna use. It's bad. It's pretty bad. It just doesn't look like anything, unfortunately. Like, the windshield does not fill out nearly enough. It just looks silly, and I don't know. It looks pretty silly, but it rolls well enough. And, you can tell yourself it's an ambulance. I guess, if you want. I just stuck the weapon back here. Ratchet does come with a weapon. It is a hairdryer, I believe. I can't describe it as anything else but a hairdryer. That's what it looks like. It just straight up looks like a hairdryer. But anyway, you get that. And then, here it is from the back. Pretty just sparse. From the side, you get stickers. And then the bottom here. And so we are going to transform this guy. And to do that, what you want to do is you want to bring the wheels here. Bring these wheels down like so. And then bring this whole portion. You want to unpeg the hands. Whoop, okay. Also, this Ratchet specifically, Soundwave I did not have this problem with, but Ratchet specifically, a lot of his parts do not like holding together very well, so that is a bit of an issue. But you just bring this set of wheels down like so, and then bring this set of wheels down and over just like that. So he's got this kind of colossal backpack of junk here. But then you can go ahead and fix it again, because that'll happen probably about 4 or 5 more times, I would say, during the course of this review. So, you know, be ready for that. Now you can bring these bits down, and this is going to form his legs. Now, I don't really like how this looks, but this is one of the only figures in this line where you don't actually have to rotate the waist. However, I think it looks a lot better if you do rotate the waist, which gives him like these nice, like actual kind of feet looking feet. It's a little less white, so it might, you know, not be as ratchety, I guess, but I like it better, so that's what we're gonna go with. And then you just flip these little panels up and flip the arms around, and pretty much you got Ratchet. There you go. And you can see he's got a little grumpy face going. He's got the nice print on his chest with the white background, which is odd because on his feet it's a gray background with the the same windshield on there. But also, you know, turning the legs this way allows you to use these larger, you know, these large bricks as heel pieces, which definitely helps with this insane backpack. And it should help. Like, this is the first, like, recording this is the only time I've had any problem standing him up. There was no problem before, but let's see. You can put his little hairdryer in his hand, and then there you go. You've got Ratchet. And he's got all the normal points of articulation. The shoulders are ball-jointed. The head, of course, swivels. The waist, he's got 2 ball-jointed hips and knees, and that's pretty much all you need to know. He's got little clip hands, so you got that going on. He can hold regular sized paraphernalia, and yeah, Ratchet. It's kind of neat. So we'll put him off to the side here, because this is the main character, in my opinion, of the set, just because he's a lot more involved. He's got a lot of stuff going on. But you can see Soundwave here has all these bits and bobs hanging off of him, tons of weapons, and you can pull this rifle off. This is Soundwave's rifle. There you go. It's one you've seen many times before in the Kre-O line. If you have any other Kre-O sets, you probably have this weapon already. So just put this aside for right now. And you can see it is like a kind of a stealth jet, based on his previous incarnation. I keep wanting to say Cybertron, so that's what I'm sticking with. It might be Energon, but I'm not sure. It's Armada, Energon, or Cybertron. It's one of those 3. But anyway, there you go. You can see his underside, just junk going on, and his face just chilling out right there. But anyway, what you want to do for this guy is we are going to go ahead and pull off his minions. And there we go. There's 1. Come on, there's 2. And, you know, Rumble and Frenzy here. The instructions label this guy as Rumble and this guy as Frenzy. And I actually figured out a way to settle the Rumble versus Frenzy, Red versus Blue debate once and for all. So what you do, and it's very simple, all you need is a paper cup and a stopwatch. So when you're getting all upset about someone calling, you know, either of these guys the name that you think belongs to the other one, you grab your paper cup and your stopwatch. You start the stopwatch. You start crying into the paper cup, and once you've gotten over it, over the terrible feeling that someone called you know, a made-up character a name that may or may not be that character's name, once you've gotten really all your tears out, you stop the stopwatch and see how long it took you. And I think that'll really help out. But anyway, oh, the comments. But anyway, you get Rumble and Frenzy here, and you also get laser beak back here, so you just pop this guy off and you straighten the wings out, and you've got yourself a little laser beak as well, and you can kind of, you know, lift that up and kind of give him a little crook neck, which I think looks good. And on the back here, you can even pop off a little bitty Ravage. How cute is this guy? So there you go. It would have been nicer if they maybe included stickers so you could like give these guys faces, but you know, I think at this point they didn't have to really include these at all, which so it's really nice to see that they did include them. Yeah, and they're pretty neat. And you can of course integrate them into the robot mode as well, which we'll see momentarily. But here is the base jet with no accoutrement, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So what you want to do to transform this guy is you are going to flip. Well, this could become an issue because now, because Kre-O is, you know, good like that. Well, I wanted to show you guys the face print on Soundwave. It is sort of reminiscent of his movie counterpart, but since apparently we can't have nice things, there we go. There you are. There's his face under the mask, and then we can just put the mask back on, and you've got pretty much normal Soundwave face, although it is hard to see his eyes just because of the shadows. But anyway, so you've got that going on. You want to take the wings and you just want to flip those up alongside his back. You want to take his arms and just unclip them from his legs. Flip his forearms around, and then just separate his legs and flip his feet and heels back. Like so. And there you pretty much have Soundwave. And yeah, he does look rather bare bones. They did try and kind of replicate his like Soundwave chest, but not terribly well. But what you can do is you can take Laserbeak here and just flip up his neck, just crunch it up real good, and then you just plug this right onto Soundwave's chest. There you go. And you've actually got, well, I mean, you can flip the wings back a little bit too if you want to. Whatever makes you happy. And then he actually looks much more substantial, which I think looks pretty good. And it kind of, you know, harkens back to Transformers Prime, where, you know, Laserbeak would like hang out on Soundwave's chest. You can also attach, if you flip this up again, whoop, there you go, just flip Ravage up like so. You can kind of spread the wings out a little bit here, and then plug Ravage onto the back and like lift up these blasters. Just have him kind of hanging out back there on Soundwave's back. And then of course you can take Frenzy and Rumble and just plug them onto Soundwave's legs as kind of big old like weapon racks. But yeah, I mean, Soundwave is a very interesting character overall. I mean, I do like the figure. I think overall I like the Optimus Megatron 2-pack a little bit better. But definitely out of these two figures, Soundwave is definitely a lot cooler. He's just got a lot more going on. He comes with all these little, you know, all the tape characters, and that's pretty awesome. Little tiny Ravage is pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of versatility here, and I think they did a pretty good job with the design. It's just kind of a bummer that Kre-O bricks are still kind of meh quality wise, but I mean overall it's pretty cool. And you know, I think Soundwave looks pretty decent for you know what they're working with. So yeah, pretty neat. I do like this 2-pack again. So I am still surprised at how much I am enjoying these battle changers. So that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching, as always. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It really does help me out. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll hopefully have more Kre-O coming up soon. I'm not entirely sure. I have to find those missing sets that are still out there somewhere, maybe. But in the meantime, thank you guys again for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.